Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Secondary Heroes podcast. This week, we're diving into a special edition of The Mandalorian Season 2, full-on preview of all the excitement from the sequel to the Disney Plus hit. This is your host, Trevor, and joining me as usual is...
Hey guys, this is Prague.
Baby Yoda's a Baby Yoda, and everybody loves a Baby Yoda. This is DeLorean Wolfgang. I don't know. I didn't write anything down for an intro, so that just came out of nowhere.
Prep.
That works.
All right. Hey, they should rename the show Baby Yoda. I think, Trevor, you said that once before, but I don't care because it's so true.
It's the selling point.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Because really, once the season ends, you know somebody has like that whole compilation of how many minutes he appeared, and that's all that anybody ever cares about.
Even in the, what is it? Even in the, come on, Alex. Hit me with it. The trailer. The trailer is chock full of Baby Yoda.
There you
For
go. I did not watch
season
the
two.
trailer. So
Wait, you guys haven't seen the trailer yet?
I don't watch trailers.
We should watch it right now, live on Twitch.
Definitely not.
definitely
Live,
not.
baby, on Twitch. You guys should be like me. Watch trailers. It's fun.
It's
It
not.
gets me excited.
I was already excited.
Yeah, I don't need a trailer to be excited. I'm excited.
Think of
I'm
the
excited, but
excitement that's involved. You have, first of all, they're going to go with Mandalorian Season 2. And the first season ended in such a way that they're like, okay, we're going to include some stuff from Rebels because Dave Filoni did Rebels and he knows all this cool stuff about Star Wars Expanded Universe. So let's incorporate it all right into Season 2. So we're going to bring in Ahsoka. And then she has to be accompanied by Sabine. And Sabine is actually a Mandalorian. So that way we know that our Mandalorian that we know from the show actually isn't a Mandalorian. He's just part of a stupid cult. And that's just going to be a whole shock to his system where taking off the mask and all that stupid stuff is completely irrelevant. And he's just been traumatized since being a youth. So that will be super fun. And we'll have that whole reveal. But we'll actually get to see live action Sabine. And then that will tie into the origin of the Darksaber. And then we get to see how dumb that is because Jon Favreau actually voices the guy who has the Darksaber from Clone Wars. And so he might even make an appearance in the own damn show because he writes like 6 of the 8 episodes. And then you actually have Rosario Dawson for unknown reasons playing Ahsoka. And then for some reason we're bringing Boba Fett because they're like, hey, what if we thought of every Mandalorian possible and just slammed it into this one show? But actually Boba Fett is going to be on it. Somehow he escaped the Sarlacc pit because that isn't going to be its own movie. We're just going to include it in Mandalorian. But then Timothy Olyphant's going to somehow have Boba Fett's outfit. So that means Boba Fett's not, even though that was in the Sarlacc pit too. So they have like 8 episodes and they somehow have to explain all this stupid asinine stuff that people aren't familiar with because they didn't watch the animated shows. And I don't know how we're ever going to have actual time of development of the Mandalorian character.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Mandalorian Talk.
Breathe. Nicely done, Trevor. That was very nicely done and put together. I enjoyed it. Now, I'm confused. I thought Sabine was the company that owned the Power Rangers. So does that mean the Power Rangers are coming?
That's Sabine.
That's
an AN.
Oh,
This is an IN.
I don't know what a Sabine is. So
you silly goose.
What
Sabine Wren from Clan Wren.
Well, I am not as excited now because I thought those guys were going to be in the show, the Power Rangers, but I guess not. So,
that would have been awesome. The White Ranger shows up.
Could have helped them out.
No, don't do it. We're teams with attitude.
Yeah, they could all team up together. They have like the same kind of masks and stuff. It'd be great. No one takes off their masks ever. It's great. It'd be a great show.
Wow. So
So Trevor's excited for what it sounds like.
Super excited.
Okay. So I don't know, like I think I was more excited for the first season than the second. And I don't think it has anything to do with the quality of the first season. I think it's just the kind of malaise that's kind of come over the land the last few months being locked down and everything and the elections. And I'm excited because it's a diversion, I guess.
At this point, should we tell people to go vote like every other podcast that's out there? Hey, everybody, make sure you go vote. Hey, this will be our last podcast until it's time to vote. So go vote. Sorry. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately.
Cool.
And every one of them do the same thing. Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
Vote Baby Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah. Write that
right in. Baby Yoda is the candidate.
Yeah. There you go. Waste your vote.
Oh, man. Love it. Oh, just like Harambe.
Anyway, so yes, I'm very excited for it too, but I also don't. If you've listened to our podcast before, you know I'm the normie. I'm the guy who really doesn't do all that back stuff where Sabine and the blue person and stuff like that are all showing. Yeah, isn't the that Jedi girl a blue person? She's like blue with the long dreads or something.
Orange.
She's orange.
White markings.
Sorry. Wow.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah,
okay.
dude, come on. She's from the cartoon. Everybody knows. But yeah, no, I'm super excited, and who knows? Maybe it'll lead me to watch the cartoon. I won't.
You're missing out. That's fine,
dude. I have barely any time to watch any shows as is. Like
you tell me every week on Shorts. I was watching this show, and there's like 6 seasons of like 50 episodes each. I have no time at all. It's like this total shovelware show, but I have no other time for anything.
Lawyer.
Oh, no, hold on. Every show that I watch is with my wife. So if my wife isn't into something, I don't get to watch it. So that she's not going to sit down and watch Star Wars all day, every day. I mean, right?
I don't think I have that Isla Sakura pop. I was just looking because I knew who you were talking about. I don't think I have the pop. That's sad.
Gotta get it.
Bummer. Sell it, bro. Sell it, bro. Probably going
are
high
you
price.
Guys,
high price.
Are you guys going to expect anything big to happen this season? Like plot-wise, it's like,
I just listed off a bunch of big stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
That's fine.
But do you think there's anything?
Rattle them off very fast.
I know, like I don't know.
Well, no, it's easy and it's pretty. So episode 5, I think, is going to be directed by Dave Filoni. So that's the one that Ahsoka is going to make an appearance on. And if they include Ahsoka, last we saw Rebels, Ahsoka and Sabine are together. So once you have Sabine, she's actually a Mandalorian. And so episode 5 will be the big reveal of like, oh my God, there's a bigger universe of Mandalorians.
Gotcha.
So if they're bringing in, sorry, go ahead, Prague.
No, I'm thinking more like big deaths or big changes to lore or something.
Well, they might start doing like because Disney.
Possibly. Yeah, I can see that.
Think that they'll go to the planet where all the Yodas are living, and then we'll see.
There's a whole bunch of Yodas,
where there's just a field of Yodas, and they're all just like.
They're all singing. They're all singing like the Who's in Whoville. Like, oh, that's Baby Yoda.
That's the Mandalorian Christmas special. That's coming in December.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Boba Fett shows up in that one too.
Oh my God, that'd be great if they did have one. That'd be a lot of fun. Actually.
Oh, I'm crying. That was a good one.
That would be good. I don't think that's going to happen this season. I think they're going to get to the planet and like tease it.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think they're going to actually go there. No, they need to let that go for as long as possible. I think, and I don't know how many seasons they have planned for the show.
Is that the will they won't they of this series? Like you don't have Jim and Pam getting together. It's Baby Yoda finding that there's no other Yodas in the universe.
He gets there and his plan's been exploded by the Death Star already. Oh well.
Because remember, it's just Yoda species. To this point, we know of Yoda, Yaddle, and the child. That's it. So careful to think there's this whole planet of them running around. So the character that we were just speaking of that's going to make an appearance with Dave Filoni's episode, does that open up a whole realm where we could possibly see Darth Maul again? Yes.
I think, anything's possible at this point.
Well, I mean, do you think we could get teased like a Darth Maul sighting in this season?
We could.
Probably.
I mean, they did it with...
Filoni's the one who brought Spider-Maul back. He loves Maul. And then
who
when
doesn't
Clone
love
Wars
Maul?
returned, they focused a lot on Maul and Ahsoka's kind of relationship with him. So that makes sense.
Right, and he already made his appearance in Solo, and I'm sure that since there's probably not going to be a sequel to that, they're like, oh, let's bring him back in this show, kind of thing. Yeah,
I feel like Disney's going to explore a lot of Star Wars timelines that people wanted to know through The Mandalorian, rather than experimenting with movies.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's what they are going to do for a while. Not that there isn't other stuff in development that I've been hearing, but I think you're right. I think the TV is going to be their mainstay for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that what's his name, Boba Fett, has been teased.
Oh wait, never mind. I don't want to spoil the trailer for you.
Oh, did he show up in the trailer? Never mind. Don't tell me.
No, I don't know. It was just a man. Dude, all the Mandalorians look exactly the same. How would you know if it's Boba Fett or not?
no, like hardly any
No,
of them.
Boba looks very specific.
You're right. He doesn't have the spoon that's attached to his head, the antenna.
Spoon.
It's a color scheme thing.
It's got the spoon attached to his head.
I like having Alex on our Star Wars episode.
Yeah, it's fun.
The spoon on top of his head. The antenna that they all have. Yes. Okay.
They don't all have it, obviously. Anyway,
so
only Boba Fett does. That's how you know.
No. It's not true, but okay.
What if they end up
Anyways,
being best friends? Anyways,
that would be fun. But what do you think his role would be? Do you think he would be the bad guy, the good guy, the neutral guy? I don't know. What are you thinking? And remember, he supposedly took whatever her name was, Ming-Na Wen, whatever her character's name is. People were speculating that it was him that picked up her supposedly dead body in that one episode. She was the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that he will be a bad guy, since she was a sniper. Maybe he was going to use her for more nefarious
or he's at least
means.
A competing
competing
service,
person.
Yeah,
sure.
Because Mandalorian himself
was
out
entered
of
the ring.
The bounty game.
Right.
Kind
of becomes like Godzilla versus King Kong.
And then we need like or do you think they're gonna do more with Carl Weathers' character? Because he kind of went against his job too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some character development. They'll make us love him so much that they'll kill him at the end, and we'll be all sad.
Oh yeah, we need an IG-11 replacement.
You guys need to watch the trailer.
No,
there's so much of this stuff that you guys are bringing up that's like, I don't want to say it, but like, it's kind of in the trailer.
The trailer kind of just flashed images. I don't know.
Yeah, but the images look like they look like they're like, I don't know, big moments, because that's what trailers are. You're showing the
trailers
big
also
moments.
Misconstrue situations.
Star Wars trailers in particular.
They're good at that.
I agree with that, especially with like what Marvel did, where they were adding characters to certain scenes in the trailers, and then when you finally went to go see the movie, it was totally different than what we saw. So Disney's really fun at doing that.
Yeah, but I think that was more specific for that movie because they needed to throw people off the scent of the big twist. I don't think that's the case.
Smells like a fake trailer.
Fake trailer. That's all I'm saying. It's a fake trailer. All right, what else are we expecting this season?
We do have to find out how Gideon got the Darksaber, because the last we saw, Bo-Katan had it. Like Sabine gave it to Bo-Katan, and she is the sister of Satine, who used to rule Mandalore.
To Bo-Katan?
The city of Florida.
Yeah.
Because Satine is Obi-Wan's love interest.
Ooh.
And then if you combine Satine and Obi-Wan, you get Sabine.
Well, and if we're thinking Obi-Wan, then it's going to clash with the new Obi-Wan show. It
doesn't clash with it.
Not clash, I'm sorry. It'll mold.
Crossover.
Crossover. It'll be so good. Ooh, Ewan McGregor.
But yeah, Bo-Katan never wanted to lead Mandalore. She always feels herself as more of a warrior, not like I'm just going to sit on a throne and dictate to people. She never had that like political aspirations or anything. But she still has to lose the Darksaber at some point. And we have to learn more about Gideon because we're in a world where the Empire is defeated. And this is before the First Order rises. But he still has all these Galactic Empire stormtroopers and TIE fighters and stuff at his disposal.
Why are they following him? Right, exactly. What's going on with that guy? I don't know. We shall see next season. I had a thought. What was my thought? Shoot. Keep talking.
Maybe you need to take the ponytail out and it'll bring more blood to your head. Oh, don't do it. No!
All right. I'm ready now, man. All right.
Anyways, yes.
Darksaber. Oh, that's what it was. Do you think we're going to see more like comedians and SNL characters this season?
Let's hope not.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like I thought that it kind of for having Amy Sedaris in that one episode really took me out. Or even Bill, I believe his name is Bill Burr.
I'm like, Bill Burr. I'm like, that's Bill Burr.
Yeah,
That's
I
not whatever
see him
character he's
as Bill
playing.
Burr, and then I hear his voice, and he's got the strongest Boston accent. So I'm sitting there thinking, there's a planet full of Boston folks.
Oh God. Oh,
Which
The sequel no one
I'm
wants.
sorry,
Death Star.
what I
Take
mean,
out
like,
that planet.
a planet
Star
filled
Wars.
with the Boston accent. I
Sorry,
should just
Boston,
say the
who
New
might be
England
watching.
accent. But then you've got Amy Sedaris, who's she's practically a clown every time you see her.
Right.
She's a different character every time you see her, which I love Amy Sedaris. She can mold herself in any which way. It's amazing.
I like all these guys, but it doesn't make sense for them to be in the show.
100%. It takes me out of the experience because I see them as the comedians, but
if you want to include him, at least do like Pedro Pascal. We never see him. Like we hear his voice. He's an actor, but you can include people and not have to be in their face because that takes you out of it. It's kind of like what 24 used to do, where they never wanted to cast people who you've seen from somewhere else because they want you in the show.
Right. Not to be taken out of the show. Makes sense. Yeah, put them under a stormtrooper helmet. You don't need to put them anywhere else.
Well, and that's what they did with Jason Sudeikis, is they put him under a stormtrooper helmet, and they had a really great scene, that comedic scene where they're trying to shoot the can. That's fantastic.
But I'm gonna
but
brush my hair.
It wasn't like it was over the top or anything. It was a nice, quick thing. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the comedians thing.
I'm not either.
Yeah, I've not seen the cast list.
Yeah, how much Force do you think we're gonna see? Like the Baby Yoda used Force 3 times in the whole show. How much do you think? Like, are we gonna? Is he gonna meet other Force users? Are we gonna have any other like? Say we do meet Ahsoka. Is Ahsoka gonna be like with the whole Force idea, or is she gonna? Because in Rebels she becomes more of just like a insider and a spy. She's not really, because she's not a Jedi anymore. So she's just like Force sensitive, but she doesn't really use it.
Yeah, maybe that's how she's able to find the child. Maybe she's able to tap into the Force, and that's how she comes to the show.
Yeah, I wonder how much Force we're going to use. Yeah, because the Mandalorian doesn't like to, it. Like, you know, they always have, this is a Western gunslinger kind of thing. Well, the Force takes that away. Once you have lightsabers and people who can flip in the air and throw things with their mind, it takes gunslinger out of the equation.
It does, yeah. Because you take the gun and go, poof, gone. It's like, all right. I think we'll see about the same as what we saw the first season. I think they're going to pepper it through for like fun moments, like it happened last season. But I don't think we're going to see battles or anything like that this season. At least I hope we don't. I hope they stick to what they were doing last season. I'd rather see more blasters and stuff.
But then that almost makes you think. So certain, you're gonna like the Boba Fett thing, and then the Ahsoka thing. Are they only going to have just one episode, or are they going to have multiple episodes where they just keep coming back? Because last season, I mean, you really just saw certain characters just for one episode.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like
the characters were just introduced though in Mandalorian. This is a delicate thing of pleasing Star Wars fanboys and trying to create your own narrative because they have the worst fans around. So it's a difficult balance if you are creators.
Who will bring balance to the Force?
But here's the thing: is I feel like Mandalorian has kind of surpassed like the fanboys and has connected with the normies of the world. Like, I mean, you've got people like my wife who's now interested in watching Mandalorian because everybody's talking about it, when before it, like, usually it would be like a fanboy type of thing.
Right.
Well,
does that make sense?
But I get what you're saying. Star Wars is the biggest fandom. So they're going to connect to normies. Like when Force Awakens comes out, you have to go see it. By the time Rise of Skywalker came out, they dropped the ball on that. But still, Star Wars has a brand awareness like no one else does. But
Force Awakens...
Baby Yoda ties into everyone. People don't really care about what else is going on. It's irrelevant what a Darksaber is or what a Mandalorian is
or what an Ahsoka is.
They just care that Baby Yoda's on screen and they're going to watch it. That's why 75 million people watched it last year before we even got into 2020.
Too true, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think the show does a good job of bridging that gap between the fanboy and the casual fan.
Right.
So,
It just
it's
depends.
working.
Yeah. The more kind of say you give to Dave Filoni, the better it works to connect to the fanboys. But then you let Jon Favreau kind of tell a story for everyone else.
Yeah. It works. It's fine.
Now the big difference is there's no more water coolers that we can all stand and talk at when each episode is over.
One Zoom window where it's just like a video of the water cooler, and you have your little
and you get it
in the office, and then one in the corner, or we even put it in the middle like the Brady Bunch, and just have the water cooler.
Or you just tune in to us, and we'll talk about Star Wars Mandalorian every week.
There you go.
That is a great plug that we probably should have said earlier.
If you're loving this content, guess what? We're gonna be doing it weekly for every episode.
For the Secondary Heroes, we're gonna have recaps of every single episode as our new weekly podcast for the 8-episode run of Mandalorian season 2. If you liked us ripping apart Game of Thrones season 8, oh my God, do we have
ready for another tear? Hold on to your butts, kids. Yeah. It's gonna be a bad one.
But I don't think the show is that rippable, so that makes it better.
But it'll be fun that there's gonna be okay. So if we're gonna look at it for instance, me, you guys are gonna have to explain some stuff to me because I'm gonna go. I'm not sure who that character was, but I liked him. I want to see more of that character. Where did that person come from? Give me a bit of backstory because you guys know more than myself.
Nerd-splain to you is what you're saying.
Dangerous.
Be delicate with that, okay?
Okay.
It's 2020.
We'll do.
What's that have to do with being delicate?
Yeah.
This is the year of anti-delicacy.
Is it ever? Oh my God. All Mando, all the time. Commando.
Yeah, man. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited for this because I had a blast during our season 8 Game of Thrones. So
I just need to watch it week by week, and that is not fun. But I'll do my best for the good of the show.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything you are watching right now? Like anything that you've binged lately?
Is that a transition?
Well, this is by itself. That was going to be a separate episode.
Just kidding.
Never mind.
I thought this was all one big thing, like you said.
No, we're going to end it really soon.
Oh, just kidding. No segue.
Cool. Mandalorian stuff.
Back to Mandalorian. I don't have much else to talk about Mandalorian.
But yeah, so definitely tune in every week because we are going to do this weekly where we're going to break down the episode, talk more about it, and nerd-splain in a way to people like me.
We might just talk about Baby Yoda for 20 minutes, so
that's all we really need.
We'll just analyze every single frame that he appears in and not acknowledge that anything. We'll just cut everything else out.
There we go. And then Boba Fett shows up and we go, no.
Really? I'll just stand in the way.
Put him back in the pit.
Dude, hold on. Now that I think about it, we should almost have like a spin-off show called Nerd-splain. Nerd-splaining.
Nerds. I'm sure it's already been done. But
none of us are nerdy enough. That's a whole comic book guy kind of thing.
Worst episode ever.
Well, you see. There'd be a lot of that.
Wow.
If you go back to Empire Strikes Back and minute 41:22, and you look at the top right corner, it shows specifically that Yoda's origin in Dagobah is based on this. So therefore, the child can't exist.
Therefore, hitherto, henceforth.
Oh, well.
I like it.
Let's not beat this dead horse.
No.
Yeah, so we're excited. Hope you guys are excited. We're going to recap episode 1 early next week, so get them ears ready.
For season 2.
Your Yoda ears. Tune in.
Yeah.
Force up. I don't know.
Cool.
Awaken your force.
Be sure to follow at Secondary Heroes on all forms of social media so you can keep in touch with all the fun stuff that we're doing related to Mandalorian, because is anything else happening? No.
No, sir. Cool.
To everyone listening, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you next time.
Prog out.
Adios, DeLorean Wolfgang. Done with this one.
That is an outro.
That's an outro, friends.